before I have to sign into work around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Today, it's not going to be more so about me talking. I wanted to come on to provide a space this morning for us to come together and share our best life advice. So we're going to give a few minutes for people to come on in, for YouTube to do its thing, just so people can notice the title. I have a few things that I've jotted down here, but it's not too much. Like, I'm coming on live to learn and receive advice from others. So while I'm doing this, while I'm letting people file on in, I am going to go ahead and get my systems pulled up. I have about 6 systems I have to sign into before I have to go into work. But so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sit here and then we'll get started in a little bit. Good morning if you're just tuning in. So this morning we are, as I stated, this morning we are going to talk about, well, really not talk about, we are going to share our best life advice. Just from your own personal life experiences. I feel like we all can learn from one another. And on this Good Friday, all right, we're back. On this Good Friday, I wanted to take time to learn from other people. A lot of the times we come on these platforms and we are looking from a message from the creator, from the person that we are looking at, but all of us have a voice, all of us have a story, all of us have been through certain life experiences that can help somebody else. So that's the purpose of my live this morning before I have to sign into work. I just wanted, you to come on and share your best life advice. So go ahead, if you're in here, just put it in the chat, in the comments below. Let's see. If you're in here, feel free to give your best life advice. We're going to get started in a little bit. Feel free to give your best life advice, something that can help somebody else, something that can help me. And I know some people are reluctant. They think that, what they have to share isn't beneficial or it isn't helpful. This isn't alive to put anybody on the spot. It's really alive to help other people. Not just you, but your story helps someone else. Your life experiences help someone else. And I wanted to create a space on this Friday afternoon, this Friday morning, before we get our day started, before we actually go into the weekend, for you to learn from me, but for me to also learn from you, and just for you to share your best life advice. I guess I'll go first too, to kind of break the ice. So when we think about life advice and sharing your best life advice, from my experience, I have a few things. So I would say, one, I say this all the time, either on video or either on my lives when I come on, is that a body in motion stays in motion. So all my life, I've actually experienced with, I wouldn't even say struggling, but I've always been on the heavier side. So weight has always been something that I had to be mindful of. And before I adopted the practice of a body in motion stays in motion, I always looked at, exercise as being something that, oh my gosh, I have to do this. But when you think about a body in motion stays in motion, it really changes your mentality. And it also keeps you accountable. It doesn't say that I have to wake up every day and do an hour worth of workout. It doesn't say I have to do burpees. It doesn't say I have to do HIIT. It doesn't say I have to go to the gym. It doesn't have any restrictions, right? So one of my best life advice is literally a body in motion stays in motion. It helps me to prioritize my physical well-being. So if it's been a few days, right? If it's been a few days, I haven't worked out. I typically work out from home. So if I've skipped a few days, I haven't gotten up, haven't did my at-home circuit workouts, haven't walked outside, haven't did anything. In the back of my mind, I'm always thinking okay, a body in motion stays in motion. A body in motion stays in motion. because it really is the truth. Like if you don't move, if you're not active, eventually your body is going to tell. It's going to have signs that you aren't as active as you used to be. And with me getting older, so I'll be 35 in December. So with me getting older, that's another thing that, I want to adopt a better, healthier lifestyle. And what other better way to do it just to put physical health and being putting your body in motion to stay in motion, right? So that's mine. If you excuse me, y'all, if you're in here, go ahead, drop in the comments, feel free, give me some life advice too. Happy Friday, Shanice. Give me some life advice, your best life advice. I just don't want to talk. I don't want to fill the space this morning in the live. I really want to come on here and listen. Trying to lose weight. What have you been doing to try to lose weight? And I will say, honestly, when it comes to losing weight, don't be hard on yourself. So I've successfully, honestly, my heaviest weight was probably like 280 something, 280. So right now I'm in like 230s, like 234, 235. And me losing that amount of weight, it wasn't linear. So I would encourage you like running? Okay. So if I would encourage you to be kind to yourself, right? If you say, you need to lose weight, just know that it's not linear. You are going to make mistakes, but in the back of your mind, the body in motion stays in motion. So if you know that you're 123, oh wow, that's not heavy at all. But if you know that what your goal is to lose weight, and just a simple thing, just the body in motion stays in motion. So if you know, okay, I want to be more active, I want to make better choices when it comes to my food and what I eat, start there, right? Just adopt an overall healthier lifestyle in general, but don't beat yourself up, right? So when you look at, you want to lose weight, you want to change your physical appearance, don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake, right? Don't beat yourself up, but do those things to be a healthier you out of love that you have for yourself individually, not anyone else. Don't do it for anyone else. Happy Friday. Don't do it for anyone else. Like literally do it for you. So I guess that goes along with too, like sharing your best life advice when it comes to you wanting to become your best self and to do things that make you better. Do it for you. We have to give ourselves grace, as life isn't easy one day at a time. Absolutely. So the people that are in here, I want y'all to help me too. So drop in the chat, give me your best life advice that can not only help me, but can help someone else too that is tuning in. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. If you can. I don't even know if you're watching this while you're driving or anything, if you're not distracted. If you can, drop in the comments and let me know. Share your best life advice. It could be something simple. It could be a quote. It could be anything, really. Something that you have learned yourself after going through something that you think that can help someone else. There's this quote from Plato in the 6th century of the ancient Greece. Okay, what is that quote? Some days we have to make sacrifices even when we don't want to, but it'll pay off. Only those who support will genuinely understand. That is true. Yes, sometimes we do. In life, you have to make the hard choices. And sometimes in the short term, people may not understand, right? People may not understand your no to certain things. But like you said, if people support you, then they will understand. Only the dead have seen the end of war. Can you explain that? Can you explain exactly what that means? My best life advice is to ask for 100% of what you want 100% of the time and be willing to negotiate the difference. That is a good one. Is to ask for 100% of what you want 100% of the time and be willing to negotiate the difference. That is a good one. And I feel like that ties to self-respect, putting yourself first, definitely looking out for yourself and being able to communicate what you need. I've struggled with that though, being 100% honest and open with telling somebody exactly what you need. Because sometimes at the beginning of relationships or whatever, whether it be, platonic or romantic type relationships or whatever, right? Encounters, sometimes we lead with negotiation out front or tailoring a conversation based on what someone else would want at the beginning. That's good advice. I like that. I came up with my own motto as I have my own business, but use it and live by it every day. Okay, share it. Share it. Remember to be the star you were born to be and never let anyone dim your light to make them feel comfortable. Continue to be uniquely you as one of you were created. Snaps. I like that too. I go by my family motto, if you're old enough, you go out of the door. Okay. I like that. I like how the theme this morning, and as far as that life advice, is to literally really like focus on yourself and building that strong self identity. And it's funny that you shared life advice centered around that, right? Being secure, building that self identity, being able to communicate your wants, your needs, and being uniquely you, right? Because only one of you were created. And that's so true. And it's crazy, y'all. I literally wrote down on this piece of paper. Y'all probably don't believe me, but it says, be you. It's crazy how all of our life advice is kind of almost aligned. Mine says, be you. Dance to the beat of your own drum. And this is my life advice. I tell people to dance to the beat of your own drum because I think of stuff when I give advice. I don't know why my brain thinks in metaphors and analogies, right? So when I say be you and dance to the beat of your own drum, think about when people make music, right? So when artists make music, typically, they start out upcoming artists and they start out making their solo album, song, just them, right? Introducing themselves. They're finding their sound, their lane, what makes them unique before they do any remixes or collaborations or anything. So, my best life advice for someone like us, right? You may not be an artist, but it applies across the board is for you literally to dance to the beat of your own drum. Be you. And before you want to remix that, make sure you are secure in the fact of what your beat is. What song have you created before you can then show up and connect with other people that hopefully have found their rhythm, their groove, and then you come together and make an even better song. I used to believe in the iron and glory we all. But yeah, that's my thing. Because a lot of people, it for some reason it's the norm for us to seek outside, you know, sometimes validation, sometimes approval, that we miss it. Like we might grow up thinking, oh, something is wrong with me because I'm not like this other person. No, it's because we just haven't been dancing or identified our own tune. We haven't identified our own personal gifts. We haven't took the time to identify your own talents, right? You haven't took the time to 100% communicate what you want. You haven't been 100% communicating and being 100% uniquely you and being confident in that. So that's my life advice. I feel like a lot of people miss that. A lot of people miss that. And all of us are beautiful and unique in our own individual way. And it's great for us to kind of promote that, to encourage people to do you, be you, right? Be you. And when we think about purpose, that is one of the sole purposes on my channel as well, is to, you know, encourage people to find your purpose, encourage people to find the thing that you were created to do. And I think about it as like a piece of a puzzle. Once you find your piece, right? Once I found my piece, I feel like the world is a whole big puzzle. And all of us have pieces. All of us were created with our own piece, which is our purpose. So in order for us to find it, it's literally in here. It's internally. So when we are born into a world where it's like, okay, if we're encouraged to always seek other people's approvals, their opinions, or we kind of operate in the sense of, yeah, find your puzzle piece. Definitely, I would encourage you to. When we operate in a sense from wanting someone else to tell us all the time, like, this is what, your life should be, this is how you should do, this is how you should operate, it doesn't give room for you to find your peace. And honestly, from experience, my peace of my puzzle and my purpose was found in a period of isolation. Some people may not agree with that, right? But when it comes to purpose, when it comes to really figuring out, okay, why was I created? Why am I still living and breathing? What is it left for me to do to bring into the world to help someone else, right? So the only way from experience that you can find that is for you to literally go in a period of isolation and you really seek direction from the creator, from God. I believe in God. And I was open to receiving that, right? You want to be open to receiving what your purpose is and be listening to do it. Okay, I'm also yeah. So that's another advice that I have as well. Definitely when it comes to finding your purpose, put yourself in a quiet space and put yourself in a place where you are able to listen and receive. Anybody that's tuning in right now, we are opening the floor for you to share your best life advice. We'll get off probably in the next 10 or so minutes, but you're not too late. If you come across this chat and if you're in here, go ahead, drop a comment. Let us know your best life advice. It could be a quote, it could be something simple, just from your own personal experience. I want to learn. I just don't want to come on here and share, what my advice is. I want to learn from people as well. So feel free, drop it in the comment. Let me know a bit of your best life advice. Mm. If you're going to make up stories, make up stuff you actually want to happen. Like that. I like that. That aligns with definitely being a visionary. I like that one. Speaking the things that you want to happen. I say this often to myself and others when we are catastrophizing about the future. I like that. Speak things you actually want to happen. Yes, it's true. Definitely. What the things that come out of your mouth, I don't know if people believe it, but literally the things that come out of your mouth, not only the things that come out of your mouth will come true, the things that you write down. I tell everybody, it's something about writing down where you see yourself, writing down the things that you want out of your life. Literally something, pen, paper. We can do it on our phone. I have a notes app on my phone, but the things I really, really, really want, I say them out loud and I write them down. I write them down. It's something about the ink to the paper cements it. It allows you to, I don't know, I don't know, it seems like it's just signed. It's like set in stone, like this is what's going to happen. Thank you. There's a video that made me realize that the world is a cruel place. Yeah. A lot of what we experience is from our own perspective too. And a part of my life advice would be that the tables always turn. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter currently where you are. Like it could be the worst place or the best place, right? But I feel like that God gives us strength to get through whatever place that we're in. And just know the tables always do turn. Tables turn. Yeah. Of course it doesn't feel good when you're in your darkest places of your life. It doesn't seem like the tables always turn, but I am living proof that the tables turn. It doesn't matter how much loss you've experienced, y'all. It does not matter. The tables can always turn. If you are in this live right now, and I don't know if you're experiencing, anything bad in your life, but the tables do turn. I promise. Mm-hmm. So true. But yeah. This was a good live. I appreciate those that came in, was interactive, that came in, shared your life advice. And I am still taken back by the advice, the life advice that was put in the chat was so in line with what I had already wrote down before I started the live. That is just confirmation to me that this is what was supposed to happen today. We're supposed to do this live today. We're supposed to share our best life advice today. Those that tuned in were supposed to be here today. Um, and those that will rewatch the live, this is something that you were supposed to hear. And I enjoyed it. Hopefully, you all enjoyed it as well. It's 10 minutes before I have to sign on to work. More than likely, I will come on live tomorrow as well. It's Saturday, so we'll probably do some fun stuff. I still have to finish my painting. So I may come on live and we may paint. I can show y'all my painting. But like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you that have tuned in. If it was for a split second, if it was for the entire live, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being interactive. And yes, painting. Turn on that post notification bell so you can see me live tomorrow. I'm going to show you what I'm painting. It is a canvas I brought from Amazon. It's not my own personal canvas, but it's a way that I like to kind of decompress and pass time. So I appreciate it. Also, if you want to, go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you can join the Terry Show. We're catching a major vibe, y'all, because we'll be coming back with another video and a live. Let's go.